Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a pick a card reading that is all about the spring equinox. So happy spring equinox, you guys. I'm not sure if you saw my post that I put up on my Instagram and my stories or here in the community section on this channel. But the spring equinox is such an amazing time. I personally always think of this as the time of the year that the real new year happens. You know, a lot of us celebrate the new year in January, January 1st, some people towards the end of January. And it's such a strange time to do that because it's winter and everything is kind of frozen and stuck and still and dormant. It's a time of year where we kind of go into hermit mode. It's definitely a time of inner transformation, but spring is the time of the outer transformation. All of the seeds that we planted during the winter, all of the energy that we have cleared, anything that's like left our life recently or fallen out of sync has been completely taken away, and now we are reborn and we're growing and we're blossoming and blooming just like the plants and nature around us. So expect rapid manifestations, expect timeline shifts, expect quantum leaps forward, expect new people, new energies, new circumstances to come into your life, and expect that things start to move forward in your life right now. So if you've been feeling stuck, this is a beautiful energy to help push you forward, and anything is possible right now. It's your creativity might even feel like it's at an all-time high. So this is probably my favorite time of the year, you guys. I'm so excited to do this reading for you, and what we're going to do is we're going to see how this spring equinox and how this shift in energy is going to affect you. And we're looking into the positive today. I really want to boost your energy and get you guys pumped up for this new season ahead. Before you guys choose a card, I do want to let you know that to celebrate spring, I'm offering 10% off of personal readings. And if you want to Skype chat with me, or Zoom chat with me for an hour and hang out and I pull some cards for you, we can do that. If you want a reading on your love life, or if you're needing some direction or some guidance and you just want someone to look and pull some cards for you, I'm definitely here for you guys as we shift into this new season. So you can see down below in the comments or the description where all the information is posted, and you can get the discount code as well. The discount code is Rainbow Spring. So you just enter that onto my website and it will automatically apply 10% off on your order. And I want to thank those of you guys who support me. Your support allows me to continue to create content like this, especially content like Manifest with Me. I don't know if I'd have the time and the ability to create a course like that for free if it wasn't for your support. So thank you guys so much for your support. And those of you guys who are following the Manifest with Me series, I hope that you guys are enjoying. Anybody who's been looking and seeing, what are those videos about? Why are there so many videos about manifesting? Well, I'm doing a free course right now to teach you guys how to manifest, and it's not too late to join. All you have to do is just follow the Manifest with Me playlist, which I'll leave below in the comments and description, and get caught up on the videos, and you'll be good to go, and we'll be manifesting. So we've got 4 options for you guys today. Number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4. Once you have chosen, head down below to the description or to the comments where the timestamps are posted, so you can click on your timestamp and instantly be fast forwarded to your part in the reading. And I will see you soon. For those of you who choose number 1, what energy is coming into your life? What is changing in your life due to this spring equinox and this shift in the seasons? And the card that you chose is the Serendipity card. I love this card because I think it is such a beautiful picture of how sometimes life can really change in our favor in a way that we cannot foresee and we cannot plan. Like this person right here, they're on this journey and all they can see is just like this wall of rocks. It's just so foreboding. They have no idea what is actually right around the corner for them. And this could be you right now in your life. You have no idea that one of the most beautiful golden eras is just around the corner, maybe a couple weeks away. So you might be feeling like there's blockages or obstacles, or like you can't see the way ahead. Things could be feeling a little murky lately. Maybe you're feeling a little stuck in indecision or uncertainty, or you don't really have quite a clear picture of what you want your future to be. But just around the corner, there's going to be some serendipity. There's going to be some synchronicity. So this is like meeting the right person at the right time, being at the right place at the right time. This is energy aligning to bring you what you've asked for. So I'm going to say you can expect a return on your manifestations quite soon. Some things you've been asking for, maybe some of the intentions you wrote down for the new year, you're going to have an opportunity to really explore that and step into receptivity for that quite soon. Let's get some more clarity. I pulled from the Wildwood deck here, and we're getting the protection card next to the death card. So this is quite an infamous card in the tarot deck. A lot of people freak out when they see the death card because they think something or someone is going to die. And that is kind of the message behind this card. Like, the death card does have a lot to do with old systems and old structures crumbling and falling. The way that you used to live your life, or your old habits or routine, are no longer helpful to you or useful for you. Like your old viewpoint or approach to life might need to change. This could be things happening out of your control, like getting laid off from a job, or like a breakup or some type of loss. The death card stands for rebirth. It talks about how the opportunity in loss or in death is the rebirth, is the transformation process that takes place when you go through something like that ultimately leaves you stronger and better and wiser and more refined in life. So there is something to be learned from loss and from death. There's something to be gained from it. And so this is a message that you're receiving protection from this. I feel like this energy was following you the past couple of months, maybe through this winter phase. Maybe, I feel like maybe since November all the way till around now, February, March, this energy was following you, and the spring equinox marks the end of this cycle. It's the end of this cycle, the beginning of a new one. You're going to be protected. So maybe you did lose a job or had a breakup, or you experienced some type of loss, and you're sitting in that loss wondering, how am I going to make it through? How am I going to pay these bills? Or how am I going to move on without this person in my life? Or how am I going to live my life now that this has changed or this is left? And you're trying to put the pieces back together right now. You're trying to figure this out. And what I see is that the spring equinox is helping you to move past that. It's clearing the blockages. It's helping you to find the opportunity in the situation. It's completing your healing process. Like, I see you feeling better real soon, and then this synchronicity, this serendipity comes into your life to get you at the right place at the right time. This really is like a message of everything happens for a reason. So let's get some more clarity for you about what's changing in your life now that we're in a new season. You're getting a lot of guidance here, a lot of info. So this is the approachable card. When I see it next to the new card, I'm almost thinking like you're approaching a new era in your life, a new cycle. Like you're just about to enter into a new cycle. And it's going to be a cycle where you're going to be diversifying your energy. When I see the word diversify, I think about someone who's been really focused on one thing. Like maybe you're somebody who works a full-time job as a teacher, and you're in education, and you're putting all of your energy towards these kids and towards your coursework, your curriculum, and just living that life, and you haven't had a chance to really think about anything outside of that job. And there are parts of you that want to create, that want to express, that want to be explored. And I feel like during this season, you're receiving an energy boost, and you're able to spend your time when you're not at work, working towards hobbies or creative projects or getting involved in something that's really, that's just really close to your heart. You start feeling like I'm existing for me. I'm not just existing to be a slave to this job and or to a slave to these people. Maybe you do have a calling towards this job. This is the hypothetical situation of the teacher. Maybe you have a calling and you do find a lot of fulfillment towards that, but there are other parts of you that want to be fulfilled, and you could be feeling restless lately and a little out of sorts because there's a side of you that wants to really express itself. I've been experiencing this in my life lately. I've been so focused on a lot of these projects I've been working on lately that I've forgotten to play and to have fun and to go out in nature. So I've been making that part of my priority lately, is before I do anything else, I'm going to get up, I'm going to go out in nature, I'm going to go on a walk, or I'm going to go for a swim, and then I'm going to start my day or do my projects after. I'm just trying to make that a huge part of my day, doing something for me. And that's what I see this card's all about. Something kind of like that, where you're going to do something for you, just for you. Yes, maybe whatever this project is can turn into a side hustle eventually, bring in some income, something like that. Maybe it ends up benefiting you or drawing abundance into your life later on, but it's almost like just diversifying your energy for your pleasure, for your fun, for your joy. Because when you fill your own cup, you have so much to give. You don't want to pour from a cup that's empty. This also helps you to manifest. I feel like you are trying to manifest some new things into your life and some new opportunities. Maybe you're following my Manifest With Me course and you're really working on manifesting right now. Either way, the energy at this time of year is so powerful for manifesting. That's why I always do my manifesting course in March. So your energy is very powerful for manifesting, and I feel like you're naturally going to be called to try new things, to diversify your energy a little bit, and it's going to help you manifest. Now, yes, you definitely have been through some kind of loss, because we're seeing it here with this card. These two pretty much mean the same thing. And I feel like the biggest blessing out of this spring equinox energy for you is that you are going to learn to trust again, whether that's trusting in yourself, trusting in life or the universe, trusting in love again, learning how to trust people again, learning how to have faith in the process or to trust the process. This is something that you're going to really learn and cultivate during this time. Now, as you move forward, you're being told to prepare for this new season in your life by speaking your feelings. So maybe there is someone that you have some type of unfinished business with emotionally, and if you do, that person's name or their face is going to come up in your mind right now. So just trust that this is the person or the group of people or the situation in which you need to speak your feelings. So this might be a big challenge for you. You're being called to speak the truth or to speak your feelings. And I see a lot of resolution coming into your life as a result. For some of you guys, it might just be important for you to speak your feelings to a trusted friend or confidant, or to just write it down in your journal and just get it out. I do see some energy that's going to be released this spring, which is going to help unblock your manifesting energy. So overall, this is going to be a great season for you. It's the end of one cycle, the beginning of something new, a lot of serendipity, synchronicity coming into your life. I've been telling you guys sometimes on the channel, don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle. And what I'm seeing is that you're not 5 minutes before the miracle. You are the miracle. You're becoming the miracle, and you're right around the corner from it. It's right there. Like one more stroke and she's right there. So you guys are most likely going to be experiencing a really beautiful golden season in your life over the next couple months. It's going to be fun, and you're being, a lot of protection is happening around you. You're rapidly manifesting things. You're feeling in touch with yourself. You can speak your truth. You're learning to trust again. You have a lot of energy, so you want to diversify some of your experiences and what you're creating right now. It's just a beautiful energy to be in. So I'm sending you so much love and light this spring equinox, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out. For those of you who choose number 2, let's see how this spring equinox energy is going to affect you and bring change into your life. So the card that you chose is the Abundance card. I love seeing this card. Yes, universe, make it rain, right? Let's get some clarifiers on this energy for you. Oh, yes, this card. Look at this card, you guys. There's these people here who have these empty bowls. They're asking for help. They had something pretty good going for them. They had like all this honey here, but it looks like it's been destroyed. They had some crops that were growing, but now they're on fire, and their rake is even broken. So it's like they've lost everything. And maybe that's where you're at this point in your life. Maybe you have lost a lot, and maybe this is financially. This could be symbolic, because abundance isn't always talking about finances, but I think in this case, for many of you guys, that's what we're talking about here. Perhaps because of events that happened, over the last year or so. You maybe lost your job or got a pay cut or had to arrange some things, or some investments that you made kind of went down. You're just in a situation that you never thought you would be in. So you've been having to cope with that. And you have some big ideas during this time of slowing down and stillness and going within, literally and metaphorically. You have given root to some new desires. Like, you know what you want now. And for some of you guys, you're having this feeling like you want to leave it all behind. Like, since you already lost everything, you're like, you know what? Might as well just leave it all behind and go after my biggest dream. And you know what? You're on the right path with that. I definitely don't do anything impulsive. Take a calculated risk here. Make sure you stay grounded and logical and you plan things out. But I do sense that there is a new career opportunity coming for you this season. Like you're a new path, a new path for you in your career with how you're going to bring money about. You're just realizing that what you were depending on for sustenance and stability, what you were depending on financially, isn't as strong as you thought it was. Maybe it was a job or a certain organization or a community. You really thought you had your roots in the ground and a lot of security, but it all got torn apart. So you're realizing, you know what, as I move forward, I need to put my time and my effort into something that's going to be more stable and more secure. So the best thing that you can bet on is yourself. The best thing you can invest in is yourself. As part of your path, you might have to work for a job or a company or an organization. Not everyone is born to be entrepreneurs or to have their own business. As idealistic as that sounds, not everyone's meant for that. But I do think some of you guys might be thinking about that path of starting a business or trying something on your own, or making your own schedule, getting clients or selling products or something like that. So I definitely see that if you're thinking about that this spring, this energy after the equinox, there's avenues and pathways that are open for that now. Like, you can fully explore that path. You're definitely going to be making some type of big risk over the next couple of months. And this spring energy, this equinox, has activated that for you. It's also helped unlock channels to abundance. If you're willing to do the work, if you're willing to offer something in exchange, then you're going to receive something. The problem with these people is that they are begging for help, and they're complaining about the situation, and kind of like they're not taking responsibility for it. And even if this was just some kind of freak accident, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for support. But there comes a point where, these people, they might get their bowl filled once or twice, but they're going to have to figure something out. That's where you're at. Like, maybe you've asked for help or for support and you're receiving it, but you're going to have to figure something out. So maybe these people are just going to have to pack up here and leave. Maybe they can sell the land. Maybe they can put their skills together. Maybe they can rebuild or, put their skills together. Maybe they're realizing, the way that we set this up isn't good. We have to do it differently this time around. Or if this got ruined like that, maybe you need to invest in some different tools. I love how I'm solving these hypothetical people's problems. Oh, that's what we do, right? But you catch my point, right? You're going to have to go about this differently. The old way isn't going to work for you anymore. That's what's so frustrating, is you were in this habit, you were in this routine, and the way that you were working, that's what was getting you the money, that's what was getting you the support, but it's gone. It's crumbled. It's not working anymore. And it's kind of a crying over spilled milk situation where at a certain point now you have to take responsibility. You can sit there and you can blame the economy, you can blame the government, you can blame the crisis in the world, you can blame anybody, anything. You can blame your health issues, you can blame your depression, you can blame, the person who hurt you or abused you. You can blame all of those things forever, but it's never going to change your situation. Now, it very may well be that you were wronged atrociously and you needed some time to mourn that and to process that. And when we're doing that, it can be hard for ourselves to take a risk or to create something new or to go after a new opportunity or to get a job or to bring abundance in. So it happens, especially if you've experienced a death of somebody or had a major loss, a trauma. You can't just get right back up from that and go out and make things happen and pursue your goals and dreams. It's hard. You need time to mourn and to rest and to process that. I think what this message is telling a lot of you guys is that processing stage is over. You're going to feel that soon. The spring equinox is giving you that boost of, you know what? I'm ready to take my power back over this situation. I'm ready to do the work, even if I'm starting from nothing, even if I'm starting at the bottom all over again. That's okay. This could be an adventure. This could be a journey. I actually am a lot more free now than I ever was before. I can create anything from here. I'm ready to manifest some new opportunities. That is the energy for you for this spring. So let's see if we can pull a couple more cards for you. Anything else you need to know about the spring equinox and how it's affecting you? Okay, so yeah, you've definitely been, this has hit you hard, this whole situation. This is the apathy card. It's where you feel a little numb. It's where you're like so pissed off and so bitter and so frustrated and sad that you're just like, I don't care anymore. I don't care. Nothing I can do. Throwing up my hands. This might be where you're at because you feel like you've been betrayed, by a person, by the system, by the government, by your ex, by whatever. You feel like you've been by God, by the universe. You feel like you've been betrayed, but this has brought you to a surrender moment. Oftentimes, it's not until we fully surrender, and that's basically where we get out of our own way. We let go of control. We allow ourselves to really sit in silence. We stop pushing up against the problem or the obstacles, and we step back and observe it. It's oftentimes not until then that we can see the solution or create the solution. So they're telling you, you have a lot you really want to express here. And you can express yourself through creating a strategy. So they're telling you this spring, you're going to be able to put all of your energy into creating a strategy. So you might get struck with a huge desire to start planning things, like making a blueprint, drawing stuff out. Maybe you're vision boarding. Maybe you're doing that Manifest with Me in March series here on my channel, and you're getting really into writing your intentions, vision boarding, creating an action plan, reaching out to people to network, collaborate with. I see a lot of that. That's the gift of this season for you, is you're going to feel like the path is clear, like you can create a strategy, like the steps to take. You're going to be working on that, hashing that out, and it's going to lead to surprising results. You might just realize that the next step for you, or getting your abundance, creating this energy, isn't as hard as you thought. It just takes some planning and taking a couple of steps. So yeah, they're like, it's time to move on this now. You're going to get your independence back. Maybe some of you guys feel like you haven't been financially independent or just independent in general. And I see that that's what this spring is going to help you do. The spring equinox energy is going to take away the blocks that have been holding you back from feeling like you can strategize this and make this happen in your life. So I'm so excited to see this energy reversed for you. Abundance is coming into your life. The spring equinox has unlocked it for you. I'm so excited for this reading for you, and I hope that it resonates. Thank you again for coming to my channel, and I will see you next time. Peace out. For those of you guys who choose number 3, let's get your cards about how the spring equinox is going to affect your life for the better. This is the card that you chose. And we're getting the life purpose card. This is such a beautiful card to get. It signifies that you are ready to connect with your purpose. Some of you may be in the process of understanding this, discovering it, and even creating it. So this is going to be a huge theme for you over the next couple of months. Let's get some clarifiers. Things have been a little heavy lately, kind of like a darker energy, a somber energy around you. This is the case for a lot of people right now, just with what we went through in the last year, right? But that energy is starting to fade away. A new energy is going to take its place. And I think that's literally what the spring equinox is. It's lifting that heavy, dense energy, finally. We're going to start seeing more signs of that as the months go on. The one thing that can block you from connecting with your life purpose is attaching to this energy too much or staying down there too much. It's normal to feel down and dark when you've experienced a loss or a trauma or you're going through a healing process. And that's a very personal thing that is going to last as long as it needs to in each person's life. If we want to discover our life purpose or walk this path, we need to consciously create time for ourselves to experience joy, fun, pleasure, and happiness, instead of just waiting for that to come to us, instead of just waiting for the circumstances in life to make us happy, instead of waiting for a soulmate to come in and make us happy, or a job or money or whatever, material things to make us happy. We have to realize that in each and every moment, this energy is available to us within. So it's creating this energy. So it's going to look different for each person, but for you, I have some questions. Where do you have the most fun? What kind of environment is fun for you? Who do you enjoy being around? What type of people do you enjoy being around? What makes you feel free? What activities put a smile on your face and make you feel calm? What activity or activities do you feel like you could just do forever without getting tired? What do you want to create? What do you want to contribute? We block ourselves from discovering our life purpose when we spend too much time consuming, whether that's consuming social media, Netflix, food, drugs, whatever. When we spend all of our time consuming, it takes us out of our body. It keeps us from being grounded. It keeps us from being able to create, tapping into your creativity and your creative side, making things, writing things, however that is, putting some type of energy out. That's going to help you to discover your life purpose. We're so trained these days to search for all of our answers online. in our phones, searching the web. We get so caught up reading all this information, and we think that we're studying, we think that we're helping ourselves, but really what we're doing is we're consuming tons of people's opinions. We're consuming opinions. We're distracting ourselves. So for you, I think this spring equinox is going to affect you in a really interesting way. You might feel less drawn to want to be on your phone or the computer or the TV. You might feel like more drawn to go outside, to be in nature, to be creative. I definitely sense your creative energy getting a boost. That's something that goes hand in hand with the spring equinox. Everybody across the board is going to get a huge energy boost and a huge creativity boost. But I think those of you guys that chose this, it's going to be so intense for you in the best way. You're going to be getting things done fast. If you're like an artist, you might make like a bunch of art right now. Like if you have been struggling to finish one painting in the last few months, over the next couple weeks, you might make like 10. Those of you guys who've been trying to finish a project, you're going to get it finished and you're going to start another one. So it might even very well be a very social time for you. It's going to be a great time to meet some new people, to bring them into your connections and collaborations. Whether you have to do it remotely or in person, we'll have to see. But you're going to be really feeling like you want to collaborate, bring people in, and connect with others. So that's going to help you with discovering your purpose. Remember, your purpose is something that you create for yourself. You get to decide and choose what your purpose is going to be. There are natural talents and gifts and skills that you have that are innate, that you have had since you were born, that you developed a lot when you were a child, and maybe even as a teenager, adolescent. Sometimes we disconnect from those sides of ourselves. And I feel like this spring is going to help you reconnect with your inner child and connect with your natural gifts and talents. Those of you guys who feel like you never had a chance to explore that when you were younger and you have no idea what you're good at, you might find yourself wanting to try new things. You might see a video of somebody knitting something and think, you know what, I think I want to learn that. You might hear somebody singing a song and listening to your favorite musical artist and be like, you know what, I think I'm going to practice singing and see like what I can do with that. So don't be afraid to start at the bottom. It doesn't matter how old you are. You might feel like, oh, since I'm not a prodigy at that, and since I'm not amazing, and I can't be famous with that, then there's no point. But you don't have to be the best at everything. Not everything that you do has to be marketable or profitable. Like, just do it for you. Do it for fun. Do it to enjoy yourself. Do it to connect with others, and do it to just express yourself. And you never know where that can take you. So yes, creating fun, creating happiness. I see you spending more time in nature. Some of you guys might have a chance to go on a road trip or a little vacation if you're able to do that during this time. Now, I see you empowering yourself. It's like you're not waiting for destiny anymore. There is such thing as synchronicity and destiny, but you're the one who draws that energy to you and creates it. Instead of sitting around and just waiting for your purpose to be revealed to you, I feel like you're going to be actively exploring your purpose and expressing yourself and creating, getting out in nature and just really connecting with yourself again. And these possibilities are going to arise for you. So there's been a big blockage in your life recently. You feel like you keep going around and around in circles and you can't get through this door, and time has passed. And I think you're like, I don't know what job I want to pick. I don't know what career path I want to do, or I don't know who I am, or like what I like, or it's literally like, I just don't know my purpose. And so I feel like you're taking action at this point. You're like, you know what? I'm going to work with the details I know, with the puzzle pieces I have, and I'm going to try to make something of that. I'm going to stop waiting around for this to hit me in the face, and I'm just going to live my life and allow the other pieces to fall where they may. You're taking control over this. You're not conceptualizing your life purpose as much. You're realizing that you're already living your purpose just by being you and bringing your unique energy into this earth. So I think this spring is going to be really fun for you. You might discover something about yourself you never knew. You might have an opportunity to really get on this path. You're clearing some dense energy out. You're empowering yourself. You're not depending on something random to just fall into your lap. You're being the change that you want to see, and it's a beautiful, empowering energy. So let's see if we can get some final messages for you. Anything else you need to know about the spring equinox and how it's going to affect you? Success! Oh my gosh, I love that. Planets. It might just be that everything is aligning right now, like in the planets for you as well. You're going to start feeling like, oh my gosh, like the energy is so perfect for me right now. I really feel like I can thrive in the middle of this. It's like the opposite of Mercury retrograde. I love that. A lot of success coming into your life, maybe some type of public recognition or award that's received. It could also just be the feeling of success. You know, you define what this is for you. It looks different to everybody. Maybe that's what you are able to do this spring. You actually define it. You're like, okay, I know what I'm going for now. Together, instincts. Someone's definitely coming into your life to help you. I got some messages about networking earlier. We were talking about collaborating. It's going to be a very social time in your life. It might be that you connect with a specific person who's able to help you further on your mission or with your purpose. Someone who helps you to discover something. You know, I met a friend years ago who was designing. And she really, really inspired me. I learned so much from her and was able to carry some things forward from that connection. And this is someone who's still my friend to this day. And, you know, sometimes you just meet somebody who's just so inspiring and who you can collaborate with and have this wonderful friendship with, and you learn a lot from. Maybe you end up being that person for someone else. I see you working together, and it feels to me like an artistic type of collaboration, maybe a business collaboration. Someone that just really gets you. You feel like you can really trust your instincts. I think this is also telling you to trust your instincts because you're going to have a lot of opportunities for friendship coming up. You might want to be more particular with who you allow into your life. Paying attention to that. They want you to start. They want you to get started. And they're telling you keep your ideas right now kind of private and on the DL. Keep things private right now. You're on to something pretty big. They're like, they know that you're really tired. Maybe at the moment you receive this message, you're tired and you're like, I can't imagine how I'm going to do all this over the next couple of months, but just know you're going to make it happen. That you just maybe start with creating some structure in your life. What's really been helping me is a morning routine. I've gotten back on my morning routine. I've been getting up, hydrating, exercising, spending time in nature and in the sun, stretching, meditating, bam, affirmations, ready for my day. So, you know, just a couple little things in the morning. Align your energy, stretch your body, get a little bit of sunshine, eat some healthy food, do a prayer, set some intentions, and be on your way. Get that done. Set your day up for success. Create some structure. Set aside some time every day for yourself to work towards your goals. We're talking about that right now on the Manifest With Me series. So if you watch the video that I posted right below this one, it's actually all about this. That could help you. Chaos is leaving your life. Thank goodness, right? We can just throw that out of here. Chaos is leaving your life. Things are slowing down. And there's an energy for friendship. I feel like I'm on point with this one, you guys. Together, friendship, we're talking about networking. Definitely opportunities for this coming into your life. And look, I'm getting some chills here. Yes. If you're ready for new friends, if you're ready for collaboration, it's all coming to you. And the spring equinox is helping to make that possible. So I hope that this reading resonates with you. Thank you again for coming to my channel, and I will see you next time. Peace out. For those of you guys who choose number 4, let's see how the spring equinox is going to affect you or bring some positive changes into your life. The card that you chose is the Soulmates card. This is so surprising. I didn't pull any love cards for any of the other numbers, so I think it's really synchronistic that you chose this one, especially if you're single and looking for love. If you're not single, hang in there. I'm going to do a reading for the people who are single, and then I'll read this in the context of those of you guys who are in relationships. But for those of you who are single, I feel like the majority of you guys who clicked on this are, you've been alone for a while, feeling kind of bored. You've been the lone wolf. You've been manifesting this for a long time. And the spring equinox is finally opening up this door for you to meet somebody really special. I feel like you've mastered being single. You've mastered being on your own. You've been through it all. You've been through the time where you felt really desperate and you were really trying to push to meet someone, maybe accepting less than what you deserved, or having relationships with people that you knew weren't the one, but you were just kind of, time wasters. That's what I call them. It's like somebody that, like, you're bored and you'll hang out with them, but they're not the one. They're kind of just like a time waster, or someone who doesn't want to be in a serious relationship with you. So maybe you've done that. You've done the time wasters. You've tried the whole, like, I don't need a man, or I don't need a person. I'm good on my own. Like, you've tried that thing. And now you're at this point of, like, receptivity, where when you're down and sad about it, you allow that, but you don't stay in that energy. You're working on self-love. You're starting to really get excited for the idea of bringing someone into your life. Like, you're working on yourself. You're getting some things moving forward. You're not just sitting around waiting for the phone to ring or waiting for someone to slide in your DMs. You're really balanced out this energy here. You've been through a lot. You've healed from a really bad breakup or something like that, and you're on the other side, and you truly are ready. I feel like you're totally at peace now with, like, how and when this is going to happen, and I feel like that's what's opening up this path for you. So it's very possible you'll meet somebody in this next season. Like, in between the spring equinox and the summer solstice, you might have a very powerful energy surrounding you to manifest love. Maybe this is literally what's going to happen. You will fall in love with somebody and have a beautiful relationship. We do see that you feel absolutely free, flying high on life. That reminds me of the energy of falling in love. And this is the creativity energy too. Like, your energy is very creatively fertile right now. I really think love can be so inspiring. So it's like you're able to recycle and use this energy in your own life, and this person is just bringing some beautiful inspiration and wonderful vibes into your life. It's just beautiful. So honestly, that's what I see for you for the spring, is just falling in love, feeling yourself, and reconnecting with your creativity. You're not feeling as bored. You're not longer flying solo. You have someone to go on adventures with and keep you company, and it's this person's kind of mirroring back to you all the beautiful aspects of yourself too. It's just wonderful to really witness the love of the universe or the divine through another person. And so it's just a wonderful era for that. Now, those of you guys that are in a relationship, I see that the message is very much the same. Maybe you felt really like your partner's been cold and distant from you lately, and you guys have had a lot of stress because there's some big manifestations you guys have been trying to bring into your life. I feel like you've really been struggling with your security, and this might be just like feeling secure because of like things that have been happening around in the world. Maybe this is, you guys are struggling with feeling secure, feeling stable. It could even be you guys are struggling with financial security, or there's some big change that's happening in your life, like the birth of a child, or a move, or job changes, something like that. Just you guys have really been trying to stay grounded through all the changes, and it's made romance and really connecting difficult lately. Like, you guys haven't been able to really connect and have that one-on-one time. Maybe this is you guys haven't really been able to be, sensual with each other, or express affection in that way, or in other ways as well. And so I feel like this is you guys having and you've been feeling kind of bored. Maybe you've been feeling bored in this relationship. That happens sometimes. Even if you really love someone, sometimes you get bored and you start rethinking the relationship or whatever. And so I just see a blessing coming upon this relationship, like you really feeling in your heart, like, yes, this is my soulmate. Like, I really feel good about this choice I made to be with this person, to stay in this relationship or to stay in this marriage. And this is you guys getting to maybe get away together, to travel somewhere, even if it's just like a staycation or something. It does seem like you are going to get to like be free together. Maybe this is you guys going out into nature together, going to the lake, the ocean, the river, enjoying the beautiful energy. This is a creative awakening happening in the relationship where you guys are able to find creative solutions to any obstacles you have right now, or just feeling like you can support each other's creative projects and ideas. So there's definitely a blessing in the relationship. Now, I do see for those of you guys who are in a situationship or in between, like you just started dating someone but it's not official, this could be a clarity that like this relationship is going to move forward as you head into the spring. Now that the spring equinox is past, it's going to boost this relationship. You guys might actually decide to really become a couple, or to move in together, or get into, really come into each other's lives here, like really do the thing. You might not have to worry so much anymore about how do they feel, or do they want to continue in this relationship. They're going to let their intentions be known. So let's get any more messages for you. I'm sure there's more that's going to happen for you this spring and after the spring equinox than just in your relationship, but this is a huge area of your life that is getting a boost. Just know that. And I also want to say, not everybody's going to end up with a soulmate by the end of this period. This is a general reading, and I think at the very least, you're going to be aligned with this energy hardcore and can expect it in your life. Probably within the next year or so. I mean, I'd be surprised if you really were drawn to choose this reading and if you didn't see love, coming in. So ambition, you're going to be feeling very ambitious over the next couple months. Also, you're going to feel, because of this ambition and because you know what you want and like you're feeling all pumped up and you're feeling really independent and free, you're going to really want to set boundaries with people in your life. Anybody who's trying to rain on your parade, or who has been maybe negative talking to you, or who has been gossiping around you or about you, or who hasn't been supportive, I feel like you're not taking it from those people anymore. You're either going to support me or you're out of my life. I think at the very least, you're going to spend a lot less time around people that you have difficulty having healthy boundaries with. You're not letting anybody get in your way. You're like, you know what? My life is too precious. The goals that I have, this love that I found is too precious. Like, I'm not going to let myself be judged by anybody who doesn't agree or doesn't support this. This is going to be a time of music. Maybe you haven't been listening to music lately. Sometimes we just get so depressed that we just we forget to dance. We forget to listen to music. We forget to celebrate life. And so I do see you surrounded by a lot of music during this time. Maybe some of you guys are going to write music again, or pick up your guitar again, or sing again. Like, the music returns to your life this spring. Frustration, teacher. So some of you guys have been frustrated at literally maybe one of your teachers in school. And I feel like this is going to leave your life, maybe like just a couple more months and you're done and you're out of that class or away from that teacher. And so they're just trying to tell you to just breathe. You're going to get through this. For some of you guys, this could be like you're frustrated at your boss, the person who's in charge of you at work, or who's cutting your paycheck. And you feel like you're dependent on them for stability, but you're like, I'm really having to like calm myself down every day after work. This is getting intense. Some of you guys this spring are going to really start thinking about, is this worth it for me to work under this person or to work in this situation? Like, honestly, no matter what job you go to, there's always going to be some type of narcissistic boss or something like that, or coworker you don't get along with. But there's a difference between just the normal level of frustration with a boss or something, and then actually being like abused or controlled or manipulated by this person. You know, we often stay in abusive situations for a long time. It can be difficult to get out of it. It was interesting. My husband and I the other day were talking about how, you know, a lot of times when somebody will get out of abusive relationship, people will always ask, like, why didn't you leave, or why did you stay so long? And you know, it's because these people manipulate you and you're dependent on them, and it can just be so difficult, you know, to leave an abusive situation. Well, it's the same way with jobs. We're dependent on the job. We don't know how else we're going to get a paycheck or support ourselves. It's really hard to find a new one. It's scary. It's like, you know, it's really difficult. We'll stay in a toxic job for a long time. You know, any type of toxic or abusive relationship, whether it's a family member or a partner, or, you know, a romantic relationship, we can get stuck in that because we depend on that so much. So this is you maybe stuck in this work relationship, and you're starting to think more this spring about, how can I bring stability to my life without having to be dependent on this person or this job? Like, you're starting to think outside of the box and like start kind of planning like your exit strategy. So they're telling you just to breathe. It could be a little stressful because this energy could be getting a little bit more intense, but honestly, you have so much other things going good for you. I think all this energy is going to pump you up to like be ambitious and like break out of this situation, whatever this is. So I'm loving this energy for you, you guys. You have to let me know in the comments below if this resonates with you, and I will see you next time. Peace out.